AI, as it slowly seeps into geek culture as a whole, movies, video games, and etc., is pretty much going to be a thing that's never going to end. It's going to be a perpetual argument that's just not going to end anytime soon. So as a result, everyone has their own takes. Some of them are pro-AI, some of them are anti-AI, some of them are very nuanced. But every now and then, someone within this ongoing, never-ending debate will say something so award-winningly stupid that I just can't help but want to discuss it. And yeah, George Lucas, of all people, seems to be the one guy who has said something really dumb that I want to talk about right now. Let's get into it, boys. Shoutouts to The Guardian for the article. Before we get into this, I would politely ask that you guys like and subscribe if you are sick and tired of AI seeping into everything that you love. Here on this channel, I like to discuss this ongoing conflict every single day, so if you guys are as tired of this junk as I am, be sure to stick around. But yes, the article. George Lucas has decided to provide the most basic bitch pro-AI defense by stating that AI skeptics are just Luddites clinging to horses and carts. I'm not going to read the entire article because generally it is a whole bunch of random quotes, but I do want to just get to my point so I can start ranting about this. The Star Wars director George Lucas has added his voice to the growing chorus of filmmakers receptive to the rising use of AI tools in filmmaking. Speaking in an interview with A Rabbit's Foot, Lucas at 82 said, "Artificial intelligence means it's much easier for us to make movies." You know, it's the usual shit. And it's really dumb and vague on top of that. Resistance to the technology, he said, was very much like sitting here saying, well, I believe the horse and the buggy is really where it's at. These cars, they break down, they need gas, and there's all kinds of problems with them, and pretty soon they'll be making them into tanks and then they'll be killing people? What the hell is this guy talking about? Adoption of such tools, continued Lucas, was an inevitability. There's nothing you can do about it. That's progress. That's the future. And yeah, there's more to the article, but I'm just not going to waste my time on it. I just want to focus on how much of a snobby douchebag Lucas is being about this entire situation. On top of the typical AI bro nonsense of labeling anyone that points out that this crap should not be seeping into every single thing of our lives as just Luddite nonsense, he also continues to be as obnoxiously douchey about it as possible as well, saying the usual Redditor nonsense, there's nothing you can do about it. That's progress. That's the future. And if you're trying to hold it back, then that means you're stupid and you're a poo-poo head. Da-da-da-da. All that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say, the fact that George Lucas, of all people, is saying this basic bitch nonsense is pretty depressing. First of all, no one actually wants to completely remove AI out of existence altogether. When I first heard that AI was finally becoming a real thing, I genuinely wanted it to come, but I wanted it to improve our lives, not make it crappier. If you look more than surface level into this AI situation and how it's integrating into media, you can very clearly tell that it is not improving our lives in any way, shape, or form. So don't sit here and say this typical nonsense about how it's easier for us to make movies. It is not easier to make movies. It's easier to make those movies lower quality while also coming out even faster. There's a reason why when it comes to AI in media, it's not actually on the big screen yet, and it's instead on shitty TikToks. Because AI generated media is slop, and of course, slop only belongs in the one app platform that is filled with nothing but slop. Like I said, the ongoing debate in AI is pretty much never ending. So the fact that George Lucas, of all people, has such an ignorant, uninformed take is just straight up pathetic. Ugh. But yeah, man, those are my thoughts. What are y'all's? Whatever it is, be sure to let me know in the comment section. That's gonna wrap this one up, boys. This is Jack Talks Back, signing out. You guys have a good one.